Hello, this is Atif Mahmood, and this I'm going to show you guys how to install today Server 2008 R2 on your VM network. Actually, I have done set up couple of more computers, but for this one purpose is to show to how to install Windows 2008. So first you need to do that on your VM computer. You will need to download a software called VM Workstation. You can Google it, or you also can go to VM website and can download from them, and you can purchase it, or they give you also trial version. So in my case, I have already set up that, and I will go file and new virtual machine and select next. You want to make sure you select the custom, because selecting custom advanced settings you can see the flavors of your 2008 server that you need to install. It could be either data center, enterprise, or standard. I'll go next and just make sure what hardware you have here on your computer. Click next, and if you have a disk, you will have to select the first option and it will install from your disk. In my case, I have a ISO image saved in my computer, which I will select the second option and click browse, and I will navigate it where it is saved on the server 2008, and here is the ISO. Select open, click next. Once you click select, it will verify it, and if you know the key you can install it, or you can give it later when you need to activate it. You can give it a name here, administrator. Give it the password you want it to be. Don't worry about the desktop on the back, that's actually a different operating system I have. Oh, sorry about that. Click next. It is asking you have enter a full name. Just go ahead, click next. Give it the workstation you want to give it, and it should be Windows Server 2008. Select the location you want it to be. In my case, I will go select on desktop, and will give it a name of rename VM 2008. Select the folder, click OK. Go ahead, click next. Select the processor you want to this virtual machine to have. I will select 2. Remember that on your processor it should support Hyper-V for you to install VM software on your computer. I will select the how much RAM I need for my server, which in my case I did 4 GB. Click next, and this is the network setting. I will show you later how to set it up in my other video, but if you want directly from your network you can use bridge networking, okay, or you can assign it a different network IP address. Click next, and next, and you want use an existing virtual disk or use, but I want to create a new virtual disk, which in my case the first option. Click the SCI, which is faster than the IDE. Click next, and you want to select if you want to make it 80 gig instead of the 40 gig, and you want to make sure you click store virtual disk as a single file rather than having too many files here. Click next, and just click the next. And if you need to add any extra hardware, you can take a look at here, add, if you need to add any other hardware here. I don't need to add anything else, so I would just go ahead and click finish. It will check all the settings and will start installing Windows Server 2008 for me, and I will go ahead and click power on. Once you power on, it will start installing Windows 2008. Windows is loading files. It's loading the file now. Setup is starting. Here we go. Now it's copying the file. It will probably take 15 to 20 minutes depending on your computer speed, and then it will complete all the tasks for us to how to complete the window. For that time I'll just go and forward it. Here we go. It took probably about 15 minutes on my computer depending on my hardware. I actually have a good memory and i5 processor on my computer, and I will forward it little more so it gets done sooner than expecting. Once it restart, it will come as setup preparing your computer for first time use. Preparing your desktop, and here we go. The computer is ready. The Windows 2008 server is installed, ready to be configured the way you want it. And this completes tutorial for installing Windows 2008.